Have you ever noticed that some people just seem unstoppable? No matter what life throws at them, they keep climbing higher, steady, focused, and totally in control. Chances are, there's a Capricorn energy behind that grit. If you don't know much about astrology, Capricorn is the Zodiac's ultimate power player, grounded, ambitious, and endlessly patient. But here's the thing, their success isn't just about working hard. It's about a deep, almost mysterious set of traits that fuel their climb to the top. Think of Capricorn as the Zodiac's CEO. The one who builds legacies, not just businesses or careers. In this video, we're diving into 19 hidden traits that make Capricorns absolute masters of success, and how you can channel some of that energy for yourself. No matter your sign. From killer discipline to emotional control and strategic smarts, Capricorn's got a blueprint for turning dreams into reality. So stick around, because what you're about to learn could change the way you approach your own goals forever. Capricorn's strength doesn't come from luck or flashy talent, it's built on a bedrock of resilience that turns every setback into a stepping stone. Imagine someone facing a serious career setback or personal loss. Yet instead of folding, they use that hardship as a powerful motivator to rebuild stronger than before. That's the Capricorn way. It's not about avoiding failure but embracing it, learning from it, and using it as fuel. This kind of resilience is what makes Capricorns natural warriors of life's toughest battles. Their ability to stay calm and focused when everything around them feels like chaos often leaves others amazed. It's why you'll see Capricorns rise in demanding fields, where persistence and mental toughness are non-negotiable. This resilience also shapes the way Capricorns lead. Unlike leaders who rely on charisma or short bursts of energy, Capricorn leadership is steady and unwavering. Think about managers or CEOs who don't just make decisions on impulse but weigh every possible outcome with patience and care. They carry the weight of responsibility without complaint, inspiring their teams by example rather than empty promises. Their leadership style feels like a steady anchor in turbulent waters, creating trust and stability in uncertain times. If you want to step into this kind of leadership, it starts with owning your responsibilities and staying grounded even when the pressure is on. Showing up consistently and leading with integrity speaks louder than any motivational speech ever could. Alongside leadership comes Capricorn's fierce loyalty, a commitment that often surprises people because it runs deep and is built on more than just feelings. It's a loyalty based on respect, trust, and shared history. When a Capricorn commits to a friendship, partnership, or project, they are in it for the long haul. This unwavering dedication means they'll stand by you through thick and thin. Not because they have to, but because they choose to. At the same time, Capricorns know the value of mutual respect and won't hesitate to walk away when the balance is broken. Learning from them means understanding that loyalty isn't about blind devotion but about healthy, reciprocal commitment that builds strong foundations. Pragmatism is another core part of Capricorn's DNA. They're not dreamers lost in fantasy, instead, they're grounded realists who see the world clearly. When faced with decisions, they don't just follow their hearts blindly, they analyze the facts, weigh risks, and consider practical outcomes. This approach is why many Capricorns excel in finance, law, and business fields that demand clear-headed problem-solving. Practicing this yourself might mean taking a step back before rushing into decisions, asking yourself what's really achievable, and focusing on actions that will make the biggest difference. It's about cutting through noise and distractions to move forward with intention and confidence. Underpinning all of this is Capricorn's relentless persistence. They don't quit when things get hard, they double down. Unlike the many who give up at the first sign of resistance, Capricorns see obstacles as natural parts of the journey, each one a challenge to overcome. This kind of grit is what separates dreamers from doers. It's why you'll find Capricorns steadily climbing ladders in tough industries or patiently honing skills for years before hitting their stride. If you want to cultivate this trait, it's about building mental stamina, celebrating small wins, reminding yourself why the goal matters, and knowing that progress isn't always linear but still worth every effort. Together, these traits weave a portrait of a Capricorn as someone who not only survives but thrives because they understand that success is built through resilience, loyal leadership, grounded pragmatism, and unshakable persistence. Their path is slow and steady, but unstoppable, an example of how deep inner strength and thoughtful action lead to lasting achievement. Beyond their relentless persistence, Capricorns possess a remarkable ability to regulate their emotions. In high-pressure moments, when others might react impulsively or let feelings cloud judgment, Capricorn stands apart with a calm and composed demeanor. This emotional control isn't about suppressing what they feel, rather, it's a mastery of channeling emotions productively. This allows them to make clear, rational decisions when stakes are high, which is a rare and invaluable skill in both personal relationships and professional environments. Think of situations where leaders have to remain calm amid chaos. Capricorns naturally embody this energy. Their steadiness reassures others and helps de-escalate tension. If you want to build this strength, try practicing mindfulness techniques or simply pausing before responding when emotions run high. This pause creates space for thoughtful action instead of reaction, turning potentially volatile moments into opportunities for leadership and growth. Alongside emotional control, Capricorns often surprise people with their adaptability. While they are sometimes seen as rigid or set in their ways, the truth is more nuanced. They adapt strategically and deliberately. When circumstances change, Capricorns evaluate the new landscape carefully and adjust their course with intention. It's not about chasing trends or changing for the sake of novelty, but evolving in ways that align with their long-term vision and values. This measured adaptability means they rarely make rash decisions but know when flexibility is essential to survive and thrive. In today's fast-paced world, this ability is crucial. Learning from Capricorn means understanding that adaptability doesn't require losing your identity but finding creative ways to stay true to yourself while embracing necessary change. Practicing this might involve staying open to new ideas, learning new skills, or rethinking plans without fear. Strategic thinking is another powerful Capricorn trait that fuels their success. Instead of reacting impulsively, they plan several steps ahead, always considering possible outcomes and backup plans. This foresight allows them to navigate complex situations with confidence and control, minimizing surprises and maximizing opportunities. Capricorns think like chess players, anticipating moves and consequences long before others see the big picture. In everyday life, cultivating this skill means developing the habit of pausing before decisions and asking, what could happen next? How will this impact my goals? This mindset transforms challenges into manageable puzzles rather than overwhelming problems. Embracing strategic thinking also encourages patience and reduces stress, because when you have a plan, you feel more prepared to handle uncertainty. Tied closely to this foresight is Capricorn's strong sense of self-sufficiency. They don't rely on others for motivation or validation but trust their own judgment and inner drive. This independence fosters resilience because it means they can move forward even when external support is lacking or when circumstances are uncertain. It's the ability to stand firm, to rely on their own resources, skills, and wisdom. This self-reliance is visible in how many Capricorns forge their own paths, becoming entrepreneurs or pioneers in their fields. For anyone aiming to develop this trait, it starts with cultivating confidence in your abilities and learning to take initiative. Building skills that increase your independence, such as financial literacy, problem-solving, or self-discipline, further strengthens this foundation. However, it's important to balance self-sufficiency with openness to collaboration. Knowing when to ask for help is itself a sign of wisdom. Finally, Capricorn's journey is guided by wisdom, a deep understanding that comes not just from knowledge but from experience and reflection. They are lifelong learners, constantly assessing their past actions and applying those lessons moving forward. This practical wisdom sets them apart because it blends intellect with insight, enabling better decisions and more meaningful growth. Capricorns often become trusted advisors or mentors because they combine real-world experience with thoughtful analysis. They don't preach theory, they offer grounded, actionable advice shaped by trial and error. For those seeking to embody this wisdom, the practice of regular self-reflection is key. Keeping a journal, seeking feedback, and being open to different perspectives helps turn experience into valuable insight. Capricorn's humility is a subtle yet powerful trait that often goes unnoticed but plays a crucial role in their success. Despite their impressive achievements and strong leadership, they rarely boast or seek the spotlight just for ego's sake. Instead, their humility grounds them, keeping their ambitions aligned with purpose rather than pride. This quality allows them to remain approachable and open to learning, even when they've reached the top. In real life, humility can be seen in leaders who listen more than they speak, who acknowledge the contributions of others, and who admit when they don't have all the answers. This mindset fosters trust and respect because it signals authenticity and a willingness to grow. If you want to nurture humility in your own life, start by practicing gratitude and recognizing the value others bring to your journey. Embrace feedback as a tool for improvement rather than criticism. Closely connected to humility is Capricorn's rock-solid reliability. When they commit, they follow through, no exceptions. This dependability makes them the kind of people you can count on in critical moments, whether in personal relationships or professional settings. Others instinctively feel safe around Capricorns because their word means something, and their presence is steady. This level of reliability strengthens bonds and builds reputations that stand the test of time. To cultivate this trait yourself, focus on consistency in your actions and communication. Show up as promised, meet deadlines, and honor your commitments. Over time, this builds a network of trust that becomes invaluable both personally and professionally. Focus is another defining Capricorn strength that propels them ahead in a world full of distractions. Their ability to concentrate deeply on tasks and maintain clarity about priorities helps them cut through noise and work efficiently. This laser focus isn't about perfectionism but about intentional energy management, knowing where to put attention for maximum impact. In practice, this means Capricorns can work long hours without burning out because they align their efforts with clear goals. They avoid multitasking traps and instead commit fully to one project at a time. If you find your focus wavering, try adopting techniques like time blocking, minimizing digital distractions, or setting clear, achievable milestones. These strategies mirror Capricorn's natural habits and can boost your productivity immensely. What makes Capricorn even more extraordinary is their visionary realism. This means they don't just dream big, they do so with a practical plan to bring those dreams to life. They balance the imaginative with the achievable, dreaming boldly while staying firmly grounded in reality. This trait allows them to innovate without losing sight of what's possible, bridging the gap between idealism and pragmatism. Visionary realism is a mindset that encourages dreaming without detachment. It challenges you to ask, how can I make this happen, rather than just what if? For those cultivating this approach, it's helpful to pair creative brainstorming with practical goal setting. Writing down visions alongside detailed action steps is one way Capricorns naturally keep their dreams within reach. Underlying all these traits is an extraordinary capacity for self-discipline that governs how Capricorns approach daily life. While it's tempting to see discipline as mere routine or rigidity, for Capricorns it's the backbone of freedom. Their disciplined habits create the structure that supports creativity, growth, and resilience. It's the difference between being driven by fleeting motivation and sustained commitment. Developing self-discipline means creating systems that support your goals, whether that's a morning ritual, a dedicated workspace, or consistent reflection practices. It also involves kindness toward yourself during setbacks and a willingness to adjust without losing momentum. Capricorn's example shows that discipline is not about harshness but about building a steady, reliable path forward. Together, these traits, humility, reliability, focus, visionary realism, and self-discipline, compose a sophisticated, balanced constellation of strengths that allow Capricorn to navigate life's complexities with grace and effectiveness. They teach us that true power lies not only in ambition or success but in the character and habits that sustain those achievements over time. At the core of Capricorn's character lies an unyielding patience, a quality that often baffles those who crave instant results in today's fast-paced world. This patience isn't about passivity or waiting idly for things to happen. Instead, it's a deeply active endurance, a confident understanding that meaningful progress takes time. Capricorns embrace the natural rhythms of growth, knowing that true success is often the result of slow, steady effort rather than quick wins or shortcuts. This kind of patience nurtures resilience and reduces anxiety, allowing Capricorns to stay calm when progress feels invisible. They've learned that setbacks aren't signs of failure but necessary parts of the process. If you want to cultivate this trait, practice shifting your focus from immediate gratification to long-term fulfillment. Techniques like mindfulness meditation, journaling about your progress, or setting realistic timelines can deepen your ability to wait with purpose. Closely linked to patience is Capricorn's practical wisdom, a blend of knowledge and experience that guides their decisions and actions. This wisdom isn't academic alone, it's forged in the fires of real-world challenges and triumphs. Capricorns tend to reflect deeply on their past, extracting lessons and insights that shape their future with clarity. This reflective quality enables them to avoid repeating mistakes and to navigate complex situations with greater ease. Their wisdom often manifests in mentorship roles, where they offer grounded, experience-based guidance rather than empty platitudes. For those seeking to develop similar insight, cultivating a habit of reflection, whether through regular self-check-ins, seeking diverse perspectives, or reading widely, can be transformative. Wisdom grows when you're open to learning and humble enough to admit you don't have all the answers. Capricorn's deep sense of loyalty continues to be a powerful force as they approach the final traits. This loyalty extends beyond just people, it includes their commitments, values, and principles. It's a steadfast dedication that means when they give their word, they stand by it unwaveringly. This consistency builds trust that becomes a bedrock in relationships and communities. While loyalty fosters deep bonds, Capricorn's strength lies in knowing when to balance it with discernment. They protect themselves by understanding that not every loyalty is worth maintaining. This balance prevents them from being taken for granted and helps maintain healthy boundaries. Learning to practice this wise loyalty in your own life means honoring commitments while also recognizing when growth requires change or letting go. Finally, Capricorn's incredible sense of timing brings all their qualities together in harmonious alignment. Timing is often overlooked in the pursuit of success, but Capricorns have an intuitive grasp of when to act, when to wait, and when to pivot. This sense of timing stems from their connection with Saturn, the planet of cycles and seasons, teaching them that everything unfolds in its own perfect moment. This gift allows them to avoid rash decisions and to seize opportunities when the moment is right. They don't force outcomes, instead, they align their efforts with the natural flow of events. Developing a sense of timing yourself means cultivating patience, observation, and trust in the process. It's about learning to listen to both your inner guidance and the external cues that signal when it's time to move. So there you have it, the hidden powers of Capricorn revealed through these 19 incredible traits that make them one of the most unstoppable signs in the zodiac. Whether it's their rock-solid responsibility, relentless ambition, or deep wisdom, Capricorns teach us all valuable lessons about perseverance, patience, and staying grounded while reaching for the stars. Remember, you don't have to be born under Capricorn to tap into these strengths. Each of us can learn from their example and start building habits that lead to lasting success and personal growth. The key is to embrace the journey, trust the process, and keep showing up even when it gets tough. If you found value in uncovering these Capricorn secrets, don't forget to hit that like button. Share this video with friends who could use some Capricorn-inspired motivation, and subscribe to Zen Mind Peaceful Life for more astrology insights and practical tips to elevate your mindset and life journey. Thank you for watching, and here's to unlocking your own unstoppable power, one step at a time. See you in the next video.